Micheala Vernava alongside Zack at TD Garden with your Bruins Morning Skate Report presented by Mercedes-Benz. Now, Zack, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit nervous about the way the Bruins played against the Kings the last time they were at TD Garden and setting the tone, heading into that long road trip, but they did really well on the road.
They did. They went 4-2-0 on that 6-game road trip, their longest road trip of the season. And, I mean, that was really much needed after the effort they put forth against the Kings. That was probably their worst game of the season, and for them to come out and really rebound. A couple of the wins earlier in the road trip were kind of, they were good wins. They were wins, but they were against kind of lower competition, non-playoff teams. But the game that they finished the road trip on, just stomping out the Dallas Stars, one of the best teams in the NHL. That really has to just boost their confidence like crazy right now. Now, the task is continuing that on home ice, where they really have kind of struggled this season.
Well, now they are facing the Columbus Blue Jackets, who have kind of been at the bottom of the standings in the NHL throughout the season. But the last two meetings with the Bruins, they gave the Bees some trouble. So what are you expecting from the game tonight?
They did. The Bruins actually have not been able to beat the Blue Jackets in regulation this season. The first time they needed a shootout. The last time, which was during this road trip, they needed overtime. And the Blue Jackets aren't a bad team. We were just talking to a bunch of the players down in the locker room, a bunch of the Bruins players, and they were saying don't underestimate these guys. I mean, their record's not great. They started the season really terribly, but after they switched the coaches, they brought in John Tortorella. They're not making the playoffs. They're not doing anything like that. But they're not a team that can be taken too lightly, as the Bruins have found out this season.
Well, at the end of that Stars game too, I was a little nervous seeing Torey Krug go out, but we talked to him today, and he said he's okay and good to go for tonight.
He is. He left the game with about a minute and a half left. He took a kind of a nasty hit from one of the Stars players. It actually ended up being a roughing penalty. But he said today he's fine. He's all good. He actually made a Rookie of the Year reference for all the other 90s babies like myself, which I appreciate. He said maybe the hit will kind of spark his goal scoring, which has really been a problem for the defenseman this season. So definitely seems to be in good spirits, and he should be good to go for tonight.
All right, Zack, thanks so much. Catch the game tonight at 7 p.m. on NESN, and as always, keep it on NESN.com for all your Bruins news.